On March 25th, 1931, a fight broke out between white boys and black boys. This resulted in the boys being asked to leave the train, with the exception of a boy named Gilly. Word got around that the boys got into a fight and they were asked to leave the train. When they were on the train, in an open gondola with two white girls and the black boys. When they were leaving, the girls accused the boys each of raping them. So they were arrested. When they got arrested, they were taken to the jail, and there they waited. And when they arrived, they were surrounded by a mob of people. By the time they got back to the courthouse, a lot of people were angry due to the society really hating black people back then. The person in charge of authority asked if somebody can protect them at all costs between the transitioning of the trials. When the day of the trials came, they were not granted the right of counsel. The Supreme Court overturned the Alabama verdicts and remanded the cases to the lower circuits. After that happened, Ruby Bates, one of the accusers of being raped, had recanted her testimony, and the medical examination came back that basically said that they didn't rape them. Came back, and even with her initial testimony and obvious medical examination, they were still denied counsel. And the jury was all white, all men. They all wanted them to have the death penalty, even with the evidence of them not even being able to rape them, basically. So when that happened, they got a second trial. They still was not granted any counsel. So when the judge asked who would represent them, this guy named Mr. Roddy had asked if he could represent them. He didn't work in the local bar and that, I guess that was a problem back then. So he didn't work in a local bar. So the judge denied his request to defend them. So in this second case, they still wasn't able to be represented, and of course that resulted in them having to do another trial. So in this last trial, the third judge, Judge Horton, he received the evidence and met privately with the medical examiners that examined the girls originally and suspended the death sentence and gave Patterson a new trial. And this new trial is still like an ongoing process. Honestly, in my opinion, I still believe that these guys are innocent. They're innocent because there's no other evidence showing that, other than them being in the same car as them, is raping those two girls. There's no evidence. The medical examination came back negative, and the girl recanted her testimony. So these boys should be free, but yet the trial kept going on, and